Back handsprings, we're going to go back handsprings and we'll talk about connecting them. The worst part about teaching the back handspring is spotting the back handspring, in my personal opinion. I do think that there's a place and a time for that in the learning process, so it's not that I don't spot back handsprings. However, this is where I want to talk about the power of prerequisites. Okay? I like to have stations that are set up that if you do this, then you move on to this. If you do this, then you move on to this. So that in one particular station, I can have a whole group of 8, 10, 12 kids. And they might all be doing different things. I make sure that I'm clear. This is what you have to do to pass to the next thing. When they show it to me consistently, maybe I want it one time, maybe I want it 3 times or 5 times, or maybe I want it for a week, it depends on the skill. Then I move to the next thing. And there's 2 things that happen when you do that with the back handspring. First of all, you're going to get the technique that you want before you move on. And second, when it's finally time to spot them on their back handspring, they're going to be ready for a spot, so you're not keeping them. Okay? I'll let that finish up and then I'll play the next one about back handsprings. Probably the primary prerequisite I have for back handsprings is that they should be able to jump to a candlestick on a staff. So you'll see that. How high? Well, it depends on their height. I mean, I would say hip height generally is a good rule of thumb. And I like to see. I'll show the shape. I'll show the shape later. I like to see their hips leading before they snap their toes. I also like to make sure that they're pushing through pointed toes. So one piece of readiness is just that they can jump up. This is just a little lower than hip height. I like them to be able to jump up forward and backwards. I'd say they could do this hip height. Another prerequisite is they should be able to walk the wall to a handstand and hold it for probably a minute. I don't want them landing back on their wrists if they're not have a lot of experience holding a handstand. This is just jumping flat back for starters. Then we're jumping the candle. I have them starting in a slightly super scoop shape. I don't think it's necessary to do that all the time, but I do want them to feel that sometimes so they know that they're coming from that shape from a round off. So you can see her legs are a little sloppy, but she did a good job of getting her hip up before she snapped her toes. They shouldn't roll up to the candle, they should actually land in the candle. So that was the drill that you just saw with the step out of it. Just so they're used to going backward, I call the layback pullover. A lot of this stuff you've probably seen, but these are all the things that are required before I'll spot on the back handspring. And the jump to the candle is usually the one that kind of holds them up a little bit.
Did you find like the layback pullover you have to spot them the first time so they don't have to whip over and then on their head?
Well, I didn't show it there, but I have them, I don't have them whip to it the first time. I have them just slide back slowly. They probably just slid back to it for months before they'll ever whip back. Yeah. So, I probably, once they can do it, the first time they whip to it, I just probably would make sure that the surface is soft. Like you saw the one they whipped back around the swing floor and they stepped in, that's probably not the first place that I would do it. And then, once they're doing the back handspring, depending what setup you have, you can spot it on tripping, you can spot it on down a hill. I found that if it's a tumble truck that's slightly raised, I can stand and spot it and I don't have to get all crunched up. That's my least favorite thing when you're like trying to spot a back handspring. So if I can put them somewhere where they're at my level. This isn't a spotting lecture, but there's advantages to having them close to you and there's advantages to having them far from you. For the most part, I like them close to me because this is more leverage and it just takes more strength and it's more stress on your elbows. I found a while when I was spotting on the back handspring that I just had a lot of elbow pain. So in is better, but of course, if they're in, you have to trust that they're not going to throw their arms to the side. So those are all things that if you prepare them and you talk about expectations before they go and you've seen them through all the prerequisites, that usually is an issue. I got hit in the face a lot earlier in my career, but I don't get hit in the face anymore. I make sure I plan not to. So we're looking for, I do similar with the back handspring. You saw her land in the hollow push-up position. I'm teaching it long first, because I feel like I can get better shaping and alignment. So she did the back handspring to push-up position, you do the back handspring to push-up position, and snap partway up and then back to push-up position. But then I'm transitioning once they have the basic concept and they're holding good shapes and they're tight. Then I'm transitioning to more back handspring that's going to scoop through for the next thing. Okay, so I kind of have a mix of some of the more traditional and then merge them towards the newer method of the scoop through and arm drop. So I don't have the video here, but the next step here, once they have the concept, is they can scoop to a super scoop and backward roll down the head. She's lifting her head a little bit, and I like to keep the head neutral there. Common errors when learning the back handspring. I think the most common error is actually what they think about. I think a lot of coaches really teach this arm swing. I can tell if that's the main thing they're thinking about the first time they do a Yurchenko. Because they buckle the legs, they swing their arms, and they into whatever surface they're doing about it. Okay? I like them to think that they're coming from the legs, pushing upward like the jump to candle. I want them to think about the back handspring, jump to candle, and then reach the arms. I found that that's better than throwing the arms back. Not that there's not an arm swing, reach involved with it. Some people ask me the question whether I let them swing their arms or I keep their arms still. I let them swing their arms. I understand why people don't, but I'm also teaching a super scoop and there's going to be an arm swinging anyway. The only negative letting them swing their arms is they might drop their chest to swing their arms, so you just got to fix that. But even in the super scoop technique, there's a degree of dropping and pulling back that you want to see. So I let them swing their arms.
Because you said you take so long to do the round off, do you do the back handspring curls simultaneously, like in the same rotation?
Yeah, they probably have a good side cartwheel before I started the back handspring. I'll go through that at the end, kind of where everything falls with each other, what I'm teaching when. But they're learning the back handspring. They have a standing back handspring on a tumble tracker down the ledge. They have 2 in a row on a tumble tracker down the ledge. And while we're learning 2 in a row, that's when we're starting to learn the round out. So once they have the 2 in a row, they also have the round out and we put them together. That's the rough idea.
Can you just play those videos again? From the back handspring?
Yep. So the shorter the round off back handspring once they are ready to connect. Like I said, I'm doing 2 back handsprings, and I'm fixing the connection piece in 2 back handsprings. So the problem that I might have in round off back handspring from the round off to the back handspring I'm fixing. So I'm trying to get them from one back handspring to the next, to scoop through, to whip open, to push through their toes, to keep their head neutral. All those things I'm fixing in 2 back handsprings before I connect. When I connected, I just found like a soft surface, like you can get a long strip of resin, or maybe some panel mats leading up to like 2/8 mat stack. Just your softest surface that you can come up with in your gym. I found that round off punch to their back, then round off back handspring with soft surface. And then a lot of times I won't even move away from the soft surface, but I'll just firm it up with a firmer 4-inch mat or something. And I just slowly build a firmer surface. And each step along the way, you make the corrections. Like we talked about progressional stations. So, you know, maybe they're not scooping the round off through enough, and you fix that on the soft surface, and maybe they're throwing their head, whatever things. Once you have the round off handspring that you want on the soft surface, you firm it up. And you get the round off handspring you want on that surface, and so on, and you moving it up. And that's what you'll see in the next video. Could I play that? Sorry. I think I pressed play. I didn't respond. The last thing I'll say about the roundoff back in before I play that video is, once again, I'm probably going to be a little long at first to have good alignment and good shaping, and then I'm going to start to scoot through it shortly. And I'll talk about it again when we get to roundoff back in talk, but it's a good time to measure where you want them. I sometimes do power hurl off a springboard, and I'm making sure that they can be in a straight line, but also cover a certain amount of distance at first. I might be wanting them to go longer, and then I'm gonna shorten that distance. You can play around a little bit of distance at that point in time. Same thing with their run and their hurdle. You tell them where to start and where you want their hurdle going to. You work in line with that. Just a good opportunity to build towards later on when they're gonna tumble up, and you want to be able for them to measure their steps without just running at it, going all crooked and figuring it out. But even in the learning process, that's an opportunity to help them be able to measure. I'm taking power hurdle, I'm doing 3 steps, this is where I'm finishing, this is where I'm putting my hands down, stuff like that. And you can set different markers there. You can set a situation where they're hurtling and there's a certain place that they're putting their hands or their feet to round it off. Heads leading a little bit there. All right. So here's the method of getting to back handsprings in a row. They back handsprings super scoop. They back handsprings scoop, they back handspring to handle. I just find that instead of just going for stuff, if you really prepare them in these progressions well, you're going to get a lot of success the first time. I find that when I have them try stuff that they're ready for, they not only have success, but I just don't have as many fear issues. Fear is an unusual thing when you teach this way. If you tell them, you just got to go for the 2, then they're probably not going to one more time. They're probably not going to, you're probably going to have some of your athletes who are just, they got it, you got to go for it. But some of your athletes are going to get fear issues. The problem with fear issues is when one person has it, it spreads. So going at the right pace is really important for that reason. And that falls in line with my philosophy of developing the whole person. You know, you're giving them an opportunity to go, man, I can do really cool things, and I'm not even afraid of it. But sometimes they feel bad if they're afraid, you know. All right. So, like I said, I just really like to be at a soft surface. I like to be in a situation where everything's kind of measured. I'm seeing her go through the mountain climb, the round off. I'm seeing this scoop. I'm giving an opportunity where there's a little space to scoop through to a soft landing. You can see the mountain climb. The leg step in together, see how our legs are still apart. There's the super scoop shape. Here's the whip open. Like I said, just even I put 4-inch mats lining them up on the floor. Tumble track. There's just so many different ways to soften it up as opposed to going, okay, you did it on the resi, now we'll do it on the floor. I just ease the way in. Okay. So there's 2 parts of the back tuck. There's the set, and there's while you're actually doing the flip. I'm going to start with while you're actually doing the flip. It's really common in back tucks to rotate one part of the body correctly and not the other. So you might be rotating your legs correctly, which to me correctly is driving your shins and rounding your hips. Okay? But then if you're reaching down and grabbing your leg direction to the front with your upper body. Other people pull their chest really well. Their feet get behind them. So we want to teach them to do both. And once again, if you use progressions, they'll understand that, and they'll know those shapes, and they'll know how to use their upper body and their lower body. So the first piece of that is the military chin. I'm actually going to make you all do this. Just right where you're sitting, just, when I make the gymnasts, they all feel uncomfortable. So if you feel uncomfortable, that's fine. Everybody does. But I make them put their chin forward and pull it straight back. And it's not down at all, it's straight back. And you can feel there's a little rotation involved with that. I don't even think I have this on this video, but then the next step I have them do is have them touch their toes, stand up, pull their chin, and take a step back. So that they can feel how pulling their head to military chin, which is also an aggressive neutral, just keeping the head neutral. Okay? How keeping the head neutral and pulling it neutral helps pull the chest and rotate the upper body. So that's one of the first things I have them do. I might have it in this video, but I do like them to do that. Stand up. I also like them to stand up. Military chin and do this flat back that you see. Okay? The reason I have her arms in front is I like them to pull their chest and stay round in their chest. So that's keeping her round. Backward roll, military chin stand up. I've actually found almost every time I go to a camp and kids are at the learning stages of backflipping, they can't do a backward roll. I tell them back roll and extension. They open and they shoot out. And that's why they open and shoot out and drop their chest on the back drop. So even if they have to do a back extension roll of a routine, make sure they can still do a correct backward roll where they drive their shins, where they finish pulling their feet in as close to their hands as possible, stand up with a military chin, and have some backward momentum if you're walking out of or stepping out. And I have them do it with their hands. I also have them do a free backward roll. So you'll see them do it without grabbing. Besides their flexed feet, I like it. So that was a free roll with a leg grab so that they can learn how to grab for a backflip. And I do open and I do grab. I teach both. And when I grab, I teach grabbing in front. This is one of my all-time favorite drills, a free back roll. They can start lying down, they can start sitting up. I do spot them the first time I do this. You can simply just hold them like right here by one arm, or you can get all the way under and pull both arms and have them do this. This is awesome. A lot of kids, the first time they do it, they shoot their feet back, so be ready for that. To prepare them, I tell them you're going to try to get your feet as close back to the box as you can. And you can do this at different heights. With preschoolers, I turn a resident sideways against the wall, I put them on the top of it, and I let them fall out of it. They love it. It's almost like you're a gumball from another gumball machine. So you can do this at all levels to teach backflipping. The lower it goes, the more it's going to prepare them to really use their abs, drive their shins, and snap and stand up. So you see the military chin there. If they drive their shins, you might see them get a little bit pikey. It's okay, but fix it. And it's okay also to do this in a pike shape. I think we do front pikes and we don't do enough back pikes. They should be able to flip in a tuck, a pike, and a layout shape backwards. So it's shin drive and it's chest lift and military chin. That's how you rotate backwards. And they should know how to rotate backwards by doing these drills before they ever flip something. By the way, just to note on the military chin, it helps so much. If they're on vault, they're coming in short on the landings, they know it's the military chin, they'll pull it right in and they'll save their ankles every time. Double back, same thing. It's a really good tool. When kids think, oh my goodness, I'm not going to make this skill, and that's a habit for them to do, they find, oh yeah, I got this, that's fine.
Can you talk about spotting and where you like it to look?
So, a couple things about that. First thing, spotting is a secondary tool for me. The primary tool is doing drills that they feel their body. I found that most athletes feel their body, and some athletes see things really well. There are certain things that athletes do, they all see it. So in that free back roll, I want them to see, they're going to see the ground coming, but I don't want them to look at it very long. As soon as they see it, they can aim for where to snap their feet in, and then I want them, if they pull the military chin, you definitely can put something for them to look at there. So during their military chin phase is when I want them spotting. Okay. So you saw this cataract shape. It's really important now. It's just a step in the alignment process in the cartwheel for me, but for the back tuck, they have to show the shapes. And I did a twisting lecture yesterday, teaching them how to set correctly on a back tuck and back layout sets them up to learn good twisting. If you have problems with twisting in your gym, you probably have problems with their tape out off the floor for back tuck and back layout. That's the whole reason you have problems with it. There's a couple other reasons, but that's usually the main reason. They come off the floor incorrectly, they won't figure out how to do it. So, like I said before, I have them lift up their shoulders first, and then press their hips. I think that this should be done just as much as hollow or arch conditioning. This should be, if you're holding those other two for 30 seconds, they should also hold this for 30 seconds. This is definitely a shape in gymnastics. If you flip it over, that's bars on a cast handstand, pushing down in a hollow, driving your hamstrings. I'm not saying you should look like you're in this shape, but those are the muscles that are active when you're doing that. Yeah, their tail ends off the ground. Yep. And this is the opposite direction of it. They put their fingertips down, they hollow their chest, and they lift their feet up. So I do it prone and supine. And I do, you saw our picture chin, I like that military chin there. So this is just the same shape from the side. That's a great side station. If you're tumbling, they just land their tummy pass, find a spot for them to lean up against and practice their set shape. I found that holding shape stationary while you're circuiting through your skills is really helpful when you want to actually see it. They know what it feels like. So here's the jump handle again. She did the hip hop very well. And you can see I have it at different heights. You know what? I might go a little lower for some success. And then raise it up higher to a height I know they really need to be able to get to. This is a fabulous flat back. You jump forward, you create forward momentum, and you land flat on your back. When you do a flat back, you should press your head flat against the trampoline. I put a sting mat over this trampoline. It's a hotbed, sometimes that helps them. Put a 4-inch mat on the trampoline that helps them. When they travel forward, it naturally gets them to push the good toes and hip hop. They might buckle their legs a little bit, you have to fix that. But naturally, it teaches them how to pop their hip. And they'll pretty naturally go through that hip hop, snap hollow shape for you. And that's the whole idea of the set is that. I'm not so concerned about the arms. I think traditionally we've said, hey, get your arms up, set, see something, and then flip over. But that's really not the most important thing that needs to happen. If you start to freeze for higher level skills, they never get their arms up to there, ever. But they do get their hip up. And that's what creates the rotations. Changing shape change from here to here. That's what's getting a shape change. So that's the most important thing for me to see. And combined with that is that their head's in. That's why I teach military gym, so they can feel what their head is. So you see here, I'll show that snap. She's in the hip hop. She just snaps to hollow. That snap is really important for them to feel, because that's the shape change they're trying to do. She could use a little more hip hop on that one. Backdrop. So I love doing all this stuff on trampoline. A backdrop, they should have their head pressed flat. A backdrop is different from a flat back and the fact that you're in a pipe. You'll see two backdrop positions. This one, her feet are slightly forward. If you do a backdrop like that, you're going to stand back up to your feet. If you get your feet slightly in the other direction, which you'll see in the next slide, it's going to make it flip. Okay? And this helps you isolate the shape change. They're going to stand in one spot on the trampoline, take a couple bounces. They're going to go through the hip hop set shape. They're going to try to land their hips in the same spot their feet left, so they will get a little bit of that gathering action that helps them get their hip hop. And then they snap to the pipe for the backdrop pull over. And they land on their back, and they can practice sliding their shins, lifting their chest, and pulling their shins. So you're getting all these shapes without actually doing a backflip. And you can fix all the things that you want to fix later on, and you won't have to fix it later on. Yes. I mean, first of all, the main alternative is just get a soft mat and jump in and do fabulous flatbacks to it. You can do fabulous flatbacks and look for the shape change to the background position. I think you'd have a hard time finding a space to rebound off of this. You don't have that. You probably could do it up a hill, land, and then finish the fight. As long as you're uphill, you maybe put a soft portage on it. So I think there's some possible modifications. Hip hop, snap, pike, pull over, chin lift, chin press. Slow motion. There's the hip hop. With the set. There's the snap. Snap. Rotation at the end. So that's combining the set and the back rotation.